Jordan,
Go ahead.
Well, definitely more anger I was at the end.
Okay.
Marking, I'll say good. I still think I could have gone bigger with the whole pause where with the tall brother thing. No,
Well, I don't know what you mean by bigger.
well, make
There's
that more,
pain missing.
make that more hit me more.
There's pain missing underneath it.
Yeah,
Okay, what else?
and I'll say when the arguments, like the pacing between me and us was good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Say.
I agree.
And I didn't stare in her eyes too much. That's another thing.
As long as it's for thoughtful reasons, you wouldn't have thoughts there. Particularly, he's uncomfortable, right? He never gets to stand there and just look at her when she's saying, "My father, my this, or that." It's going to be like, "Stop hitting me with this like emotionally affectionate stuff. I can't handle it."
Yeah, and I wasn't too alert when I woke up.
No, that's good. Yeah, but watch that. Just be it. We don't need all this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't in the back row. I'm in the front row. So as long as you're tired of just waking up, I'll see it.
Okay.
Funnily enough, I've just had to change a cut of an edit just because one of the actors who's supposed to be half asleep does that. And then when I watch it, I'm like, it's just too like, I'm half asleep. So I have to cut into him just as he gets there because it's just too much. Film it, there's just too much. Alright, so I'm doing it.
I think that was the best take I've ever done.
Yes. The first half of it, certainly.
Yeah. I think that I'm finding the truth of being as into it as possible. I don't want to think of anything else except from what is happening at the moment, which I had a very difficult time at the beginning. I was really, I had a very clear thought of, there's a camera here, we're not in our own space, this whole thing is just acting, and I'm trying to completely blur that out. It was lost in the middle.
Yeah.
But
okay, yeah, but it's still alright, but yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good.
It's not at the point where it was from the beginning to the end decent and it didn't lose.
But there's lots of stuff we've used, right? Florida film. You can get one line right, we still got something. The beauty of it exists in moments like this when you stood up. Now, when you stood up and you said what you're so afraid of, it did not come from a place of performance. Regardless of how well you may have done it before, it's still coming from a place of performance. How do I say this? Like, what are you so afraid of? It came from a place of love and confusion, which then made you move, by in turn naturally made you say it a different way, because you just didn't do much with it. Very little with it. Like exactly like we were talking about the other week. Very little with it. You're just like, what? Come on. Found the right position, motivates you to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? What am I afraid of? And went from there. But then as we got more into that, it then we started going a little bit behind it again. And if you came, like everyone else, as soon as they're stuck here, it seems to fall apart a little bit. And like, don't get the fall apart is a bit of a harsh term because it's still great what you're doing here. It's all very much in the right direction. But in comparison to that, and there's a couple of little underscore truths missed at the end, like say something that's missing, is regardless of how much you love him and trust him, there still is a raging, crazy guy punching a wall right by your face. But that's still happening. And you weren't expecting it. So, and there's something's going to happen, some kind of like sense of safety being away. We're coming in right now. Yeah.
You guys are good. It's just we're almost done.
Yeah, everyone's all for, yeah, if you get everyone in though, everyone that was in that last group, we'll like 30 seconds. Yeah. So that tiny little truth is missing there, because you were just all with him the whole time while he's like, boom. Like there's still going to be a sense of like, and that allows you to then decide to forgive him. In turn say, without saying it, I know that isn't you. Here's what I want from you. Just tell me that, and then it's just like sort of. I think if you add that one thing in, it will then feel much more believable that you've said the right things and it's going to win. So when it doesn't, it's in turn more crushing. That here, beginning, gorgeous, really nice. Just tone the same intention of Thai, just do a bit less physically. All the natural truth of all this stuff right here was all lovely, and try and retain it when you're stuck, because I have spent quite a lot of my working life pretty stuck and trying to find ways of delivering in that spot, because it just is what it is. It's like images and directors want.
Yep.
Okay, good. Let's get the